If you are an ambitious but lazy engineer, stick with me. Right now, AI is changing the rules of engineering, and the way most people work is about to become outdated. But for you, this is incredible opportunity. The right approach can put you ahead without grinding harder than ever. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI to your advantage, focus on the work that actually matters, and make sure that the right people see your value, so you are building leverage and not just completing tasks. By the end of this video, you will know the two levers that separate engineers who thrive in the AI era from those who stay stuck doing the same old work. I have been a software engineer for years, worked on a high-impact projects in tech, and now I also help engineers navigate exactly these shifts. So I know what actually separates those who thrive from those who just grind. Let's be straight about what's happening in 2026. AI can write code, it can ship features, it can debug, it can also review PRs. Well, it can do the work that kept an entire layer of mid-level engineers employed for the past decade. And everyone is panicking. Is coding dead? Will AI take my job? Should I retrain in something else? Honestly, wrong questions. All of them. The engineers panicking right now are the reliable ones. The ticker shippers, the framework followers, and the ones whose entire value proposition was I can execute tasks consistently. Because AI just undercut them badly. But the ambitious but lazy engineer is a completely different situation. Because laziness, when it's paired with genuine ambition, is actually a form of intelligence. Lazy engineers don't want to do repetitive work. They want the repetitive work gone, so they can get with what actually matters. And AI just handed them exactly that. The question is, do you know what to do with it? Because most ambitious engineers in 2026 are sitting on the most powerful set of tools in the history of this industry and still running the same hamster wheel they always were. Here is the trap they stuck in, and here's how to get out of it. Look, the code monkey trap existed before AI, but AI made it properly dangerous. Here what it looks like. You are reliable, you ship tickets, you pick up whatever framework the team just adopted, you are productive on the surface. Well, in the old world, that was enough. Stable job, decent salary, predictable career. But in the AI era, that profile has a price tag, and the price is dropping every quarter. Because the work you are doing reliably, AI is doing faster, cheaper, without asking for a pay review. Companies are not letting all their engineers go, but they're asking a different question now. Not how many engineers do we need, but which engineers are actually worth what they cost. And if the only answer you can give is I ship tickets reliably, you are in the wrong tire. Full stop. And here is why this hits ambitious but lazy engineers specifically. Your brain knows this work doesn't compound. Some part of you senses it being automated, so motivation drops, resistance kicks in, you do the minimum. That's not a discipline problem. That's your ambition refusing to invest energy in a deprecating asset. The signal is correct. The response is wrong. Because the answer isn't to do less. It's built differently. Two levers. Let me walk you through both. The lever one, technical depth. And in the AI era, this lever just become the most valuable thing an engineer can have by a long way. Here is why. AI raises the floor. Everyone can produce working code faster than ever now. Vibe coding is a real thing. You can ship a feature in afternoon that used to take a week. But when AI raises the floor, it also raises the bar. When everyone can ship fast, speed stops being the differentiator. but judgment is. Can you spot when the AI-generated solution is going to fall apart at scale? Can you see the architectural decision that looks perfectly in development and becomes a liability in production? Can you understand the system well enough to know when to trust the AI output and when to bin it? This requires depth, not breadth. Think of your skills like an iceberg. Most engineers are building the visible part, the frameworks, the tools, the syntax, the stuff AI can now produce on command. That the tip is becoming commodity in real time. But the underwater part, distributed systems, performance, architecture, business context, understanding the actual cost of technical decisions, that's what AI can't replace. Not because can't write about this, but because judgment in context requires understanding that only comes from depth. And what I've noticed, when an ambitious engineer finds this layer, the laziness disappears. Not because they forced discipline, because the work finally feels worth doing. Understanding why something works at deep level, that's a genuinely interesting. That's the sort of problem that keeps you up, because you want to solve it. Not because a deadline's breathing down your neck. In the AI era, your depth is your moat. Your judgment is your job security. Build the underwater part, brick by brick. Hey guys, quick one. If you want to build this alongside engineers from all over the world, join my school community, Freedom in Tech, and you won't believe it's completely free. Others will charge for it insanely. We have amazing conversation happening every day, and you can even win perks just for engaging. We also run community calls with special guests covering AI trends, industry shifts and strategies to stay relevant, valuable and even more irreplaceable in your career in AI era. It's the place where ambitious engineers go to level up together. Links in the description. Alright, back to the video. Level 2. The visibility. And in AI era, this one is more urgent than it's ever been. Because AI didn't just change what engineers build, it changed how engineers get evaluated. Think about what's happening inside companies right now. Headcount decisions are being made faster, budgets are tighter. The question on every leadership table is, who do we actually need to keep? And if you are technically deep but professionally invisible, you are one reorganization away from being the wrong answer to that question. I call this the invisible tax, and in the AI era, the rate's gone up considerably. Before AI, being invisible was costly but survivable. Promotions took longer, projects were less interesting, but the job was stable enough. Now, invisible engineers are the first to go. If no one can articulate your specific value, your name doesn't get defended. And here is what that does to an ambitious person. You are doing the solid work. You have been building depth, but the feedback loop is broken. Nobody outside your immediate team has a clue what are you capable of. No interesting opportunities comes your way. Nobody's pulling you towards bigger problems. And of course, ambition stalls. Of course, lazy kicks in. The environment isn't rewarded here. And your brain does the rational thing, conserves energy. The fix is the visibility protocol. Not become an influencer. I know, engineers cringe at the word. I'm talking about career insurance. In the AI era, your professional reputation is the one asset AI genuinely cannot replicate. AI can produce code, but it can't produce your specific perspective, your documented judgment calls, your track record of solving problems in your particular niche. That's what you build. Your name attached to outcomes, not outputs. You write about what you are learning in this AI era, how you are using AI tools, what fails, what works, what are you seeing that others haven't figured yet. You show up consistently in the spaces where your niche lives. LinkedIn, GitHub, communities, consistently, not perfectly. And here is what happens. Ambition activates, because now there is a feedback loop. Your expertise is visible. Opportunities come to you. The work starts to compound. In the AI era, the engineers who combine technical depth with professional visibility are not just surviving. They are the ones companies are fighting to hold onto. I'm genuinely curious, have you felt the invisible tax in your own career, where you knew exactly what you were capable of, but the room couldn't see it? Drop it in the comments, I really do want to know. When you put both levers together in 2026, something shifts properly. You stop competing with AI, you start using it. The depth layer means you can leverage AI tools at a level most engineers can't, because you understand the systems underneath well enough to direct the output, catch the failures, architect the solutions properly. The visibility layer means the organizations rebuilding around AI know who you are and what you bring to the table. You are not an engineer AI replaces it. You are the engineer who knows how to work with AI at a level that produces 10 times the output, and everyone knows it. That's the Jedi engineer in AI era. Not necessarily a founder, not a content creator, just someone who refused to let AI turn them into a commodity. Someone who built leverage deliberately and now has options most engineers in 2026 simply don't have. And here is what I want to say directly to the ambitious but lazy engineer watching this. Your laziness was always a signal. It was always your brain refusing to invest into things that don't compound. But in the AI era, that instinct is more valuable than ever, because the engineers grinding on the wrong things right now, they are going to look up in 2 years and find the flow moved without them. You already sensed it. Now you have got a direction. So 3 things to take away. 1. AI didn't kill engineering. It killed the code-monkey tire. If you are stuck in that tire, your laziness is your brain telling you to move. Listen to it. 2. Technical depth is your mode in the AI era. When AI raises the floor, judgment becomes the differentiator. Build the underwater part of the iceberg. And 3. Visibility is your multiplier. The invisible tax is more expensive now than it's ever been. Your reputation is an asset. Start treating it like one. That's the leverage ladder. That's how ambitious but lazy engineers thrive in the AI era. If you want to build this alongside engineers doing the same work right now, come and join us on School. Links in the description. And watch this next. I go deeper on the exact skills separating engineers who are thriving in the AI era from the ones who are not. Worth your time. Take care.